here and share the stage with my secretary and my friend, Vanessa. I'm really delighted you've come to see this film. It means a great deal to me. I was 17 when the war in Bosnia broke out, and it was only through my work with the UN years later that I learned about Srebrenica and other massacres, the ethnic cleansing, and in particular, the systematic use of rape in conflict. I struggled to understand how it was possible for people to be capable of such crimes and why it so often took the form of brutal sexual violence. And I was horrified by the fact that it had taken so long for the rest of the world to intervene to stop it. It just really seemed incomprehensible. These are some of the issues that I wanted to explore with this film, and as well as examining what the experience of war does to people, bringing out the worst and sometimes the best in human nature. But it is not a documentary, it is art. It's a study of the human condition, and it's not intended to vilify, but to try to understand the experience of war from different perspectives. And as art, it will mean different things to different people. But if I have a hope, it is that it will make people more understanding and more thoughtful towards Bosnia-Herzegovina, which needs more support today than it is getting from the international community. I also hope that when you watch this film, you think about Syria. It seems unthinkable that nearly 20 years after the siege of Sarajevo, we see Syrian cities like Homs and Aleppo besieged and bombarded, that 9 million Syrians have been driven from their homes, and nearly 3 million refugees are in neighboring countries, all bearing stories of murder, starvation, and rape. And it does feel at the moment that the international community has given up on trying to restart negotiations. But our response to such desperate humanitarian suffering can never be to give up. We have to find a way to get back to the peace process in Syria and stop the bloodshed. So indeed, the message of this whole summit is that with vision and determination, and by bringing the right people together, like all of us, we can overcome immense problems. And so I hope that that same spirit can be brought to bear around the world, and especially in Syria and Iraq. Thank you so much for joining us and for taking the time to watch this film. And now I would like to introduce my friend and a brilliant actress, Vanessa Gordon.